everyone, it's me again, Chocolate Geisha, back for another video, so thank you for tuning in. And today I'm going to be giving you guys a bit of a comparison video about city life in Japan versus country life in Japan. So if you're interested, then stay tuned and let's get going. I am currently living in Tokyo, which is extremely urban, tons of tall buildings, lots of people, but just a year ago I was in Gunma Prefecture, which is considered very rural by Japanese standards. Everything is very spread out. So the first category is rent and housing. To this category, I'm going to award country. I find that in the country, you can get a lot more bang for your buck as far as housing goes. When I was living in Gunma Prefecture, my rent was exactly $509 USD, about $500 per month. And my place was super spacious. You can see in the apartment tour video that I did a couple months back about how big my place was. And my place was spacious and very generous by Japanese standards. Here in Tokyo, you could probably find another living situation, but it will be so much more expensive. I am living with a roommate and we split the rent. And my part of the rent is approximately $430 a month. So it seems cheaper at a glance. However, because we are both paying that amount, it comes out to $860. Country wins this round. The second category is transportation. Because I do not drive in Japan, this category is mainly specified by the availability of trains and buses. For this category, city wins hands down. There are so many more stations that you can go to, so many more routes, and even with the buses, there is a higher frequency of times that you can ride. City definitely wins. The third category is entertainment. Entertainment. What you do on the weekends. Places you can go out to your friends. This includes malls, movie theaters, bars, clubs, and basically anything that floats your boat. For this category, city wins again. And as expected, Tokyo is a huge city, and even on a Tuesday night, there are parties poppin' in the city. The next category is food. Price of the food and the variety of the food. And for this, the country wins. The country wins. I miss the food from Gunma. Here in Tokyo, everything tends to be really packaged. There's not as many fresh options. I find that things are more expensive in general. 5 is a social life. Social life. And no, this is not the same as entertainment. Social life is mainly categorized by how many people you can meet on a day-to-day, different kinds of communities that exist in the area. And for this, city wins as well. There are more meetups and you can have a more vivacious social life here in the city because there are more people in general. So why wouldn't you? 6 is health. Health. Of course, this does not mean that you can't be healthy in both situations. But in my personal experience, I have found myself healthier in the country, and I'm going to explain that right now. When I was back in Gunma, not only was the fresh, healthy food a lot cheaper, which encouraged me to eat a lot healthier, but one of my biggest hobbies is running. I really like to run, and back in Gunma, because it was so spacious, there were so many different trails I could take. There were mountains around me, so I could go hiking. There was a lot more outdoor activity going on in Gunma. But here in Tokyo, because it is a concrete jungle, there's not a lot of ways to get that physical activity in. There are a lot more gyms, which is a good side of being in the city, but for my flavor of fitness, country wins. And number 7 is dating. Dating, romance, relationships in general. I have to say that the city wins. The city wins with this one. If you are a foreigner and you want to date within your race, you have the best chance of finding love here in Tokyo, here in the city, because there are so many more foreigners compared to the country. And if you want to date interracially with a Japanese man, there are, of course, options as far as the eye can see. As far as dating life goes, the city wins. Country, city, city, country, city, country. The winner is city. I want to say that this was a really close call. There are so many more categories. However, in my time in Japan, my best experience has come from being in the city. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you like this video, then like it. And if you want to see more, then hit subscribe and become part of the YouTube fam. But thank you as always for tuning in, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.